I chose three artifacts to talk about my growth in the course objective of the problems facing our education system. Um, I believe that there are two main issues facing our education system, one of those being the achievement gap, and another being improper teaching of gender and sexuality and handling bullying in school. So I chose that my achievement gap paper because I believe that that shows my growth in the topic, and I really developed an opinion on a topic, which in high school I would write essays and not really have a strong opinion. I would just write them to get a grade. But this topic was something that I became passionate about, and after doing the readings and talking with peers and working in a group, I really started to develop this strong opinion that widening and enriching the curriculum could help impact the achievement gap and help close the achievement gap. I also chose the widening and enriching curriculum PowerPoint because that shows that in the dispositional outcome of working collaboratively with peers and working in a professional way. So that PDF shows that I was able to work with my peers and work in a professional way. We had a time crunch. We worked for several hours in the IMU on this project, and we all became very passionate about it. We were all bouncing ideas off of each other and sharing our own opinions, and that was something that was neat. It's kind of hard to do that in college and actually make friends and make connections and feel comfortable sharing your opinion. So that definitely pushed me to do that and to learn how to do that. So that PowerPoint also shows that this issue is something that I became knowledgeable in. And then the third artifact was a video clip from the discussion post on LGBTQ issues in schools. So this clip of me just sharing my opinion and my thoughts was very emotional, and I think that it really impacted me. There were statistics that were shown, and I read these statistics about Indiana, and I had no idea that things were as bad as they were. I'm from a very small town, and so I was kind of shocked to read these. This wasn't a topic that I had talked about until college, really, because I'm from such a small town that is very conservative, and it's not something that we talk about. But it is such an issue, and it can create such a problem in a classroom because students should feel comfortable in a classroom, and if they're coming to school every day feeling like they're bullied for being who they are, that's a huge issue. So teaching students the why behind gender and sexuality, I feel, is very important, which is something that was discussed in a lecture, and that's something that I took away from the course. So I feel like I grew in that way too, because I didn't have an opinion at the beginning of it, and by the end of it I was very passionate that I would not let that happen in my classroom. I won't let students feel uncomfortable. I won't let them feel bullied, and I will shut it down immediately. I'm also going to teach that curriculum, and I'm going to teach them why things are the way that they are, and why people are bullied, and why words are used, and how hurtful those can actually be. So I really grew based on these three things and the two topics of the achievement gap and teaching gender and sexuality in schools. And I think that they're both things that I can use in my classroom to better myself as a teacher and to help my students grow in the most effective way. I will also use being able to work collaboratively with peers in the future, working with coworkers, and also working in group projects in my other classes. So those were both very important lessons that I learned.